Hi art friends.
Hey art friendos.
Can you see my... Oh, that's where the hand is.
A lot of you people have asked about this kind of video and we've never really done it before, so here is our sort of Inktober talk / recommendations and essentials that we think that you guys should know about.
If you can see my hand right now, feel free to wave at me. Hello. Right, so this is going to be an Inktober video. We had one of our patrons request that we put together something of like all our Inktober essentials. So we're going to be talking about like Inktober art supplies and also like prompts and things like that as well. This has always been like one of my Inktober staples, which is literally, it's just a little Winsor Newton Indian ink bottle. The reason I like Indian ink is because it's quite waterproof. You have to give it a few moments to dry, don't be like Adam and smudge it with your hand all over the page.
I'm impatient, look. I would like to enjoy Inktober quickly.
A good Inktober tip is to start from like this top hand of the corner, well if you're right-handed obviously, and then work down this way so you're not like smudging your hand through your art piece.
Top left to bottom right, and I suppose if you were left-handed then it'd be top right to bottom left.
Something like this as well, you can use it with like a paintbrush or you can use it with a dippy pen.
Oh, the deleter ones, by the way, are very good. I really like the nibs on those.
I quite like a set by manuscript, but I seem to have lost most of mine, so I need to get a new one. In terms of like inks, I think it's also nice to, let me give them a shake because the sediment stuff all sticks to the bottom, as you can see with these.
Well, which ones are those?
So these are still Winsor Newton, but this is like a gold one.
Oh, so these are gold and silver inks then, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see it now.
You can see it's all like
there we go.
glooped to the bottom, and this one's a silver one. You can get all kinds of like fancy inks, and that's why they're one of my favourite like traditional mediums. I love that they all look like little old potion bottles as well.
Yeah, they're very cute looking.
Very Halloweeny and witchy and cool, I like that. Here's like a sparkly one that we've got over here, so if I turn this to its side, you'll see there's like a little thin layer of like gold ink that's settled to the bottom.
Very thin,
and
yeah.
When you shake it up, this one's actually like a grey coloured ink and that gold sort of scatters around it, so that can be like a nice fancy thing to play around with for Inktober.
That is quite fancy looking, yeah.
We probably have a playlist here on YouTube with like tons of different inks that we've used, because we have like scented ones and neon ones, and it's usually like a fun excuse to just sort of play around with all the quirky different types of inks that there are.
Yeah, so be sure to check. I'll put that in the card somewhere up there for you guys. If you want to see anything ink related, go check that out.
Basically, with like Inktober, there aren't any like rules that you need to like specifically...
Despite all of these rules that you see, oh my god, like that really annoys me. Do you remember when Inktober used to be fun and you could just do whatever? And now there's prompts and rules and...
You still can. And like the only idea behind Inktober is that you want to be uploading something ideally every day of October. That was sort of the idea of it initially. I don't think it particularly matters whether it's traditional or digital. I think it ultimately comes down to you either pick what it is that you're comfortable with doing or what it is that you want to improve at. So for example, if you're doing this and you're thinking, oh, I don't really know how to use ink at all, like traditionally, this could be like a really fun excuse to say, okay, for 30 days I'm going to just practice traditionally inking, and then seeing where my art skill is from like day 1 to like day 30.
Day 31. You want to know what's good to help you practice inking, honey?
What?
Liner pens, which we've got a lot of over here. Let me show you some of these. Now these...
Yeah, because all of this classes is doing like inking as well.
It's all ink stuff. Like we've got like Faber-Castell Pitt pens. This is a bold one. So if you like your chunky stuff, this is kind of like a felt tip brush. It's very nice.
One of the main things I recommend to look out for is if the ink is waterproof or not, because it will sort of affect your approach. If you do all your lines and then you go to like watercolor or like paint it in with ink or something, you might then start smudging your line out, because I have done that a bunch of times, so just be careful, guys.
Yeah, water solubility is a must. If there's going to be one rule that you've got to follow, that's a good one. What? Ooh! Oh, you really love these.
This one is a mangaka.
Yeah, well, let's get these boys. These guys have had their 15 seconds of fame. Let's get these boys.
This one's got a thicker tip than what I like them to have. I think this one's the thinner one for comparison. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Let's move this guy.
Oh, pop them down because my hands are wibbly wobbly. But yeah, you can kind of see the difference. This one's like a much chunkier.
You love the chunky ones, but no.
I actually prefer with the mangaka ones. I prefer the thinner ones. You can also get these in a few different colours, I think. At least I know there's like a sepia brush one that you can get, and I'm a big fan of the colour of that. Although some people are very particular about what colours they use for like Inktober. They might feel like they want to exclusively do everything in black and white or like sort of in grayscale. Because with this ink, if you start watering it down at like different dilutions, you can get like a really light grey or you can get like a really dark colour. And there's quite like an infinite amount of tones that you can get out of something like this. One of my favourite things to do with Inktober is to get like a sketchbook out and
oh no.
put it towards like the back. And if you make yourself like a little like prompt list,
thank God.
Instead of going by the official prompt list, I think it's more exciting if you make your own.
Yeah,
maybe that's just
awesome.
me personally, but I feel like when I'm working from someone else's prompt list, I'm not very inspired by other people's like ideas, but when it's something that you're like excited about yourself. So for example, say for the month, if you wanted to practice drawing like animals,
yeah, exactly.
you could draw like a different animal every single day for...
Like our buddy Creston here. You could do a guinea pig themed one? Yes, please. That'd excite me way more than like the official ones. Give me some of these.
Oh, another kind of like idea is having something like Pinterest, I think helps, because you can make like a little mood board full of like ideas of things that you personally like. For example, let's say we're working with the word like lizard, and we've got to come up with a different lizard every day for October. So you could either approach that like, oh, I've got so many pens here, I could doodle along with what I'm saying. Oh, this is a fun one. This is like a Fude.
Yeah, this one's like the thicker one we've got two of these and this is the thicker one, so naturally Steph will have the thick one because I can't stand thick tips. And I'll have the thin one.
Okay, so
31
as an example,
days.
So 31 days is what we're filling. So we could do 31 days of, like we were saying, for example, like realistic animal drawings, because there's no rules to like what you got to draw or what you're approaching.
That's a no from me. I will skip that one.
How about, say you really want to get better at drawing lizards, and we do 31 days of lizard species.
You know what, a really tough one that no one will want to do? Like hands.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to.
Of hands.
There's probably someone out there that wants to do that, but that person is not me.
Nope.
Or if, say you want to be more so like a comic artist and you're trying to sort of push like the narrative of like your drawings, you could stick with like one character. Even if it's something as basic as like...
Yeah, it doesn't have to be advanced, no way.
Bob the Stick Man.
The Adventures of Bob the Stick Man.
Yeah, and then you could have 31 days where it's like, day 1, make your character eat soup for lunch, and then day 2, make your character have a bad hair day, day 3, you know, just going through like all kinds of random scenarios and then trying to draw your character going through that scenario.
Day 26, Bob files his taxes.
So like characters doing things. I think another one that can sort of like easily be looked over as well is that Inktober doesn't have to be like this huge epic thing where you're bettering yourself as like an artist or whatever. You could literally do it just as a way to sort of wind down every day to make sure that you get like a little bit of doodling in every day. So you could just pick something that's within like your comfort zone. And like for me, for example, 31 days of like mushrooms, I could probably do that without too much stress.
Absolutely, yeah, you love those things. Oh.
And it is really about like wondering what it is that you're wanting to sort of like get out of it at the end of it. If it is just sort of a relaxing thing, then it doesn't particularly matter too much. Like even if you just draw a completely random thing every single day, it doesn't matter. The aim's just to literally just do something new.
You've still done it. You've still done it, and I know that you can do it. It's so much easier when it's something that you want it to do.
Be kind to... I was going to say yourself, but be kind to you. Same sentiment, whatever.
And that's just not Inktober. You can practice that every day. Okay, so we don't like swatching, so we can move that out of the way. Now, before we ink anything, we need to line it right, and I recommend this. This is something that you guys have recommended to me, actually. It's
That's nothing to do with inking.
Honey, hush. This is important to me.
That's just a pencil.
This is a Saratoga pencil, which is in a 0.5 tip. If you're like me and you pencil before you ink, dear, this is an essential to me. And this is one of the best pencils, well, mechanical pencils, I should say, because it has the little clicky tip. It's been one of the best pencils that I've ever used. It's such a good pencil, and it has an eraser on the end and everything that you come to expect with a mechanical pencil.
Personally, I'm not a fan of mechanical pencils, but Adam seems to like it.
Quite you. I also recommend, and I'm gonna get to inking stuff, don't worry. I recommend for an eraser, a mono eraser. Okay? Now, there is a reason for this. On the channel I have tested like so many different erasers, you've seen them before. I always come back to mono ones because they're just, in my opinion, the best eraser. I've had ones that smudge, ones that are like, create loads of dust, gross, just, oh, get out of my life. These are the best erasers I think you can buy, and they're really cheap too, and this one's huge. Okay, so you've sketched something out with pencil, you've erased, you're ready to ink things. Well, don't worry, Papa Adamo's got you covered with these. Now, Steph, as you know, really likes thick tips. If you like finer tips like me, I think these are going to be the way to go. These are Copic multi-liners in 0.3. I have two. This one is a black one. This one is a sepia one. And when I said that the tips are fine, I wasn't joking. Like, check.
No, yeah, I hate ones like that.
Check that out. Think of the
suck.
Think of the detail, honey, you can achieve with these. It is a thing of beauty.
Nobody would be able to see it. What's the point?
Wow. Way to drag my essentials, honey. Now these are, like I say, are awesome. Yeah, okay, if you're trying to fill a big area, you're gonna need a thick boy. That's okay. But for details and stuff, and I like doing detailed work sometimes, these are perfect for it. I love these. I recently found these. I lost them and I was devastated because these ain't cheap, but they're very, very good quality. I really like these. Paper is a thing. You need paper to create Inktober pieces. I recommend what Steph was using before. This is a Mossery mixed media sketchbook.
Oh, I bet your watercolor one would be really good for ink.
Yeah, for like washes and stuff as well. So, but the Mossery stuff is like, you've seen us use these in videos as well. They're amazing. These are some of the best sketchbooks I've personally ever used, and that you can customize them, as you can see, and there's really cute designs that you can get on. But in terms of paper quality, like Steph says, the watercolor sketchbooks especially are amazing. They can like soak up so much ink and pigment and stuff. They're amazing. Oh, now that's wholesome. Now
I love this little sketchbook tour.
But like in terms of papers and stuff, guys, you don't even need the most expensive stuff in the world. In the most recent videos where I've been inking stuff, I've literally just been using A4 printer paper, and it's held up just fine. All the supplies that we've shown in this video work with just regular plain old A4 paper absolutely fine. I've never had any issue with any of them.
Yeah, in fact, I think one of my first like Inktobers, or at least my first sketchbook, I did all mine on printer paper, and I had to cut it out afterwards and then stick it in a scrapbook afterwards.
Oh, you can also incorporate scrapbooking, guys. It is a thing of beauty. Also, inking obviously isn't just restricted to like dipping in with these things. What you can do, and we have done in the past, is use a water brush. Now this one is, I think this is a Pentel one, I believe. Yeah, this is a Pentel brush pen. This one is filled with water, and you can obviously put a wash down, you can dip it in and wash it and stuff, or you can put water inside the brush pen, a few drippy drops of your ink of choice, and then you've got like an ink wash that you can apply on like huge areas if you want to. Like, they're so versatile. One of my favourite things
about that is that you can then shove it in like your pencil case and take it out and about with you really easily. Whereas taking like a pot of ink with you, kind of dangerous, kind of scary, like, might leak on everything.
Out of these two, there's definitely one that I'd rather sit on, and it's this one. I don't want to be sitting on no glass jar. Oh, is that a frog?
Yeah, there is a frog with this Uniball air pen.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about that one yet.
Yeah, this one, I think it's like a big chunky wax crayon, but full of ink.
Yeah, the texture and stuff, and I've never used a pen quite like this before. It's very hard to sort of explain, but it lays down so well.
It was like one of my favourites for a very long time. It's pretty good for getting like a solid line in the, you know, like these brush ones, for example. You can obviously with these get sort of like thin and then go to like thick. Whereas if you're someone who's looking for like a very sort of solid, predictable kind of line.
Yeah, like one that stays constant throughout the entire sort of line that you draw. See, it's pretty much staying the same.
Yeah, it always kind of stays like the same width.
Mm-hmm. Those are the ones that I prefer. I like those.
I go through like different moods with them. These are like my favourite kind of fine liners, the really chunky kind of ones.
These are the Faber-Castell Pitt pens again, aren't they?
Yeah, one of my favourite things about like these is that if you were to use them very lightly, then you can do like tiny details that you could with like a thinner pen. But it's versatile because you can also do like the chunkier kind of lines. Whereas I get really stuck with these types of ones.
The Copic multi-liner ones.
Yeah, because, I don't know, it just feels like it just wants you to do one line. And I feel very...
I like that. I like the predictability and the safety of a consistent line.
No, I can be okay with that if it's a thicker line, but this one, it's stressful.
It's beautiful. Do you want to swatch the sepia one? You love that stuff.
Oh yeah, sepia coloured pens. Those are some of my favourites.
Go on, give that a try. You'll love that one.
And you can get all kinds of like different coloured inks as well in like the little pots.
Is that a mole? Oh, it's a mouse.
Wow, you picked up on that very quickly.
Oh, he's cute. I like it. But yeah, guys, what about, I mean, in the past we've always sort of avoided Inktober. I mean, granted, I don't think we'd be able to do an Inktober video for like every single day, but if you would like us to make a video where we make an illustration with these, drop us a comment, let us know, and we will put our recommended art supplies to the test, and you can see what we can come up with these, because I love these, and this is me, guys. Do you remember when I used to just like pencils and hated ink and stuff? These are actual ink supplies that I like, so you know they've got to be good. What is that? Oh my god. Oh, I thought that was its nose. Oh, he's happy. I like that.
It's you talking about art supplies right now.
It's like looking in a mirror. Oh my god. You ever look in a mirror and just go, ooh?
I'm proud of this.
Yeah, it's cute in its own unique way.
You could even do Inktober if you really wanted to. Hashtag Inktober.
I don't think I'm ready for that.
And you could just do 31 days of Adam.
Of that face just staring into your soul every day.
There are no rules. No rules.
Oh, you're so rebellious, dear. No rules. Hashtag Inktober. But yeah, guys, I hope this little insight into, like, our sort of opinions and thoughts and what we enjoy using during Inktober. I hope that you found it interesting and helpful. Again, do let us know if you want us to put these supplies to a test and actually make an illustration with it in a video. Do let me know. Until the next one, guys.
That's my brain.
Oh, it looks like a cloud.
Subscribe for more brain.
Subscribe for more brain clouds.
It is a brown.
Bye for now, guys.
Goodbye.